Hi, welcome to Archiversity. This YouTube channel and website provides you hundreds of video lectures to enhance your skill set in different courses of business management. In this lecture, I'm going to explain you how to prepare financial statements without adjustments. When we talk about financial statements, we mean that preparation of a trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. So with the extracts from a trial balance of a fictitious business entity, we'll calculate these three accounts, that is a trading account, to know the gross profit or loss, and then we prepare a profit and loss account to know whether the business earned a profit or incurred a loss, and then we prepare a balance sheet to know the financial position of the company as on particular date. So here are the balances of Mrs. Sportstar, and using these balances you are supposed to prepare profit and loss account, trading account, then profit and loss account, and then a balance sheet for the financial year 31st March 2020. So here your balances are given as debit and credit. So this when you come across with this kind of a format of a trial balance, you have to remember your ledger accounts, that in case of a ledger accounts, your assets and expenses will have a debit balances. On the other hand, liabilities, equity, and revenue, that is a revenue from operations or other income, will have a credit balances. So using this, you have to identify each item. Now first we look at opening stock. So opening stock is shown into a trading account, and in a trading account, debit side, as we have balances on debit side, so debit side and credit side. So purchases is an expense, so trading account. Sales is a revenue, and this appears in a trading account. Sales returns, as you have a sales here, put a star so that it has an adjustment, sales returns. Then sales returns is shown into a trading account and adjusted with the sales. Then capital is a liability, we'll write here capital is a liability, or shown on liability side of the balance sheet. And here commission on the credit side, this is commission received, so trading account and credit side, commission is your other income, so profit and loss account, credit side. Creditors is a liability, bank overdraft is liability, cash in hand is an asset, furniture is an asset, debtors is an asset, plants is an asset, carriage on purchases is a direct expenses shown in a trading account, wages is a direct expense shown in trading account, rent is an indirect expense, so shown in a profit and loss account, bad debts is a loss, so shown in a profit and loss account. Drawings need to be adjusted with the capital, so this is shown onto the liability side of the balance sheet, making adjustment with the capital. So here we have a capital, we put a star here for capital, so this has an adjustment, that is a drawings. For drawings also we put a star. Stationery is an indirect expense, so shown in a profit and loss account. Traveling expenses, indirect expense, shown in a profit and loss account. Insurance is indirect expense, shown in profit and loss account. And this is a discount. Debit balance mean expenditure, it is allowed, so profit and loss account, expenses side. Office expenses, again profit and loss account. So closing stock, this appears in a trading account, credit side, as well as a balance sheet, asset side. So using these values, now we will prepare a trading account first. So our trading account for the year ended March 31st 2020. So we'll take a format. I'm not going with a detailed format, we'll make a simple format. So here particulars and amount in rupees, here also particulars and amount in rupees. So this is a credit side and this is your debit side. First we look at the credit side values. So here sales we have 4,21,000, and here there is a star, that means sales has adjustment, that is the sales returns 5,000. So sales 4,21,000 minus returns 5,000. So this is 4,16,000. So sales we made an entry, sales returns also we made an entry. Then any other item in your credit side of the trading account, you have a closing stock. So here you have a closing stock, and closing stock is 2,500. So we made an entry for a closing stock in our trading account. We'll check this. Then coming to your debit side, as we said, expenses, all direct expenses will appear in your trading account. So we'll start with opening stock 50,000. So we enter the opening stock here. Then you have a purchases 3,50,000. So there is no adjustment for purchases. So purchases 3,50,000. Then we enter the purchases capital and look at the trading account. So carriage on purchases, 12,000. And then any other item, yeah, we have a wages in trading account. So as T indicates trading account, so we have a wages 8,000. And then any other item in trading account, no. So roughly we'll look at the balances. So 350, 4 lakhs, 412, 420, and this is 416, 418. So this side is highest value. So we'll balance this one first. 4,80,000. So sorry, 5, 10, 12, 4,20,000. So just we do a calculation here. 50,000 plus 3,50,000 plus 12,000 plus 8,000. So this equals to 4,20,000, right? So we balance this here, 4,20,000. As your expenses are high and revenue are less, so we incurred a gross loss. So our gross loss is 4,20,000 minus 4,16,000 minus 2,500. So this comes to 1,500. So our gross loss is rupees 1,500. Now next, what is that we do is we prepare a profit and loss account, and the same debit side and credit side. So first we'll bring out our gross loss here. Gross loss 1,500. Now any item that we have on a credit side of the profit and loss account, yes, we have a commission is a 4,000, because it is shown on a credit balance, that is we received a commission. So commission received 4,000. Then items in our profit and loss account. So here we have a rent 15,000. Then bad debts is a loss, so 7,000. Then drawings, stationery 6,000. Then which other items you have in profit and loss account? Traveling expenses 2,000. Then insurance is into profit and loss account 7,000. Then discount allowed 5,000. Then office expenses 2,000. Now just we cross check any other item is left out. So we commission entered. Then profit and loss account is rent, bad debts, then stationery, traveling expenses, insurance, discount allowed, fine. So no other account. So we'll tally this side. So this side we have a highest value. So we'll take a calculator. 1,500 plus 15,000 plus 7,000 plus 6,000 plus 2,000 plus 7,000 plus 5,000 plus 2,000. So this is equals to 45,500. We'll write here 45,500. Then we'll also write 45,500 here. So our net loss, so this equals to 45,500 minus 4,000, 41,500. So 41,500 is the net loss, and this will show in a balance sheet of the business. Now what is that we do is we prepare a balance sheet. So we'll copy this one. So here we'll have a balance. Now we extracted, just I copy pasted here. So we look at a capital is a liability. Just once again we'll do. Creditors is a liability, bank overdraft is a liability, cash in hand is an asset, furniture is asset, debtors is asset, plant is an asset. Then wages, rent, drawings, you have to make adjustment to the capital. Then stationery expenses, all these are expenses, and you have a closing stock. How much is the closing stock? If I remember, this is 2,500. Yeah, closing stock is 2,500. Now based on this we calculate a balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2020, and you have a liability side and asset side. So first we look at the liability side. So we have a less number of amount, that is a capital. So capital is 3 lakhs. From this less your drawings, that is the amount withdrawn by the owners for the personal use. So drawings is 24,000. So drawings and capital 24,000. So this gives you 2,76,000 less net loss. So what is the loss amount here? Loss is 41,500. So 41,500 is the net loss. So we calculate the value here. That is 3 lakhs minus 24,000 minus 41,500. So this is 2,34,500. 2,34,500. So 2,34,500 is there. Then you have a creditors 1 lakh. Then bank overdraft 28,000. So is there any value in liability side? No. Then we go to the assets. So we write a plant first. So plant you have a 60,000. Then we write a furniture 1,28,000. 1,28,000. Then debtors 1,40,000. Then we have cash in hand 32,000. Cash in hand 32,000. Then any other asset that you have? So there are no other assets. Then you have a closing stock 2,500. Now just we'll check what are our values. 60,000 plus 1,28,000 plus 1,40,000 plus 32,000 plus 2,500. This comes to 3,62,500. 3,62,500. And here on this side 2,34,500 plus 1 lakh plus 28,000. So 3,62,500. Both the sides we got the same value. So our balance sheet got tallied 3,62,500. So our balance sheets tallies at the end. Now this is how you are supposed to prepare your trading and profit and loss account and a balance sheet. So here is your trading account and profit and loss account. Pardon me for my poor handwriting and constraints, or not following the exact format, but my focus is on trying to explain you how to in the sense prepare a final statements rather than formatting and all. So, and here you have a balance sheet. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for watching this lecture. In my next 2 lectures, I am going to explain you how to prepare trading and profit and loss account when you have additional information or adjustments. So in examination or during your career, or mostly when you are into your competitive exams and all, 100% of the problems, final account problems, will be with adjustments. And adjustments becomes little complicated, in the sense understanding them becomes a little complicated. But if you follow a systematic procedure which I am showing you here, with that you can minimize your errors. If not for the first time, at least by the second time you will be able to, with the second try you will be able to clear your or balance or tally your balance sheet balances and get the accurate gross profit or gross loss and accurate net profit or a net loss.